Hi, everyone. Welcome to the August add-on show and tell. Today we're joined by Sylvan, Andrew, Rob, and myself. So it looks like we have a short agenda on the show and tell today. So Sylvan, oh, and Andreas, oh my gosh, I feel really terrible. We also have Andreas here with us. I did not forget you, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and get started with Sylvan's show and tell.
Hello. I've started a small project some weeks ago that do various tests on extensions listed on AMO. It's a small project that automates Firefox using Karma and Mocha. And what it does, it observes various behaviors regarding extensions in the browser. For good reasons, I won't go into details nor show a demo today. However, there's an internal meeting next week regarding this on Tuesday. If you're interested, you can talk to Andreas to get an invite or more information.
Yay! That sounds exciting. Who all is going to be in the internal meeting?
I think mostly right now it's some people from the engineering team on AMO. But yeah, Andreas is the guy if you want to get an invite.
Got it. Got it. Very cool. All right. I wanted to share a blog post from a first-time contributor to AMO who had a really good experience contributing to AMO. She wrote a very nice blog post, so go ahead and check that out. And thanks to everybody for making it so that contributors have a really good experience when they come and participate in our projects. Like, cheers to y'all. The other thing I wanted to demo, let me just go ahead and get a screen share started in like a hot second when I actually joined the meeting from my phone. So we've been working on migrating documentation from MDN over to a new site called Extension Workshop. So this is still under construction and we still don't quite have a launch date. But I'll show you what we currently have on development on our dev server. So this is the landing page that you end up at, and you can search for stuff. So this landing page, there's a version of it that's currently live. And it kind of gives you the TLDR of extension building. And the stuff we're working on right now is building out this documentation section. So we've split things up into a couple different categories. So like develop, publish, manage, as kind of like 3 distinct phases of extension development and maintenance. And then we also have a section for enterprise, and then we're also going to move some information about themes over here. So Extension Workshop is mostly intended to be a site for things that are specific to the Firefox extension or theme developer experience. So reference APIs are still going to live on MDN, and like tutorials and stuff are still going to live over there. But things like how to ensure a successful review, all of our add-on policies, that's all going to live over here. So yeah, if you want to check it out, go ahead and click on that link. Andrew and I are still checking in code for this, and by checking in code, I mean building pages for this. And so our next step, once we're done with that and we kind of figure out what's going on with deployment and making sure that QA gives us an all clear, we're going to be updating links on MDN to redirect over to the appropriate places on Extension Workshop. So if you look for something on MDN, you'll get redirected to the right place. And then we'll be gently going live probably sometime next quarter. So that's Extension Workshop. Big thanks to Andrew Truong, our fearless intern, for building out a lot of pages. he's been really awesome, and it's been really great to have his help on support on this.
Good job, Caitlin.
Okay, we'll turn it over to Andrew now for the Hero Shelf admin.
Yeah, I was going to do a live demo, but like all these things, there's always an element of risk in it. And I was just frantically hitting Control Refresh on the admin instance on dev, and it's not got the latest CSS, so it doesn't look exactly the same as this. But I fixed some things. But anyway, I will show people. Okay, one moment. Okay, how do I share again? Share. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, can you see? You can. Okay, good. Okay, so this is called Django admin. For those who haven't seen before, it's the admin backend for AMO. So there's not many people that actually use this, and I wouldn't use this on production either. It would usually be Scott for this kind of thing, and Andreas and Jorge for other kind of admin tasks. But what I'm showing is the admin interface for the new hero shelves, which will be on the AMO homepage. So there will be like a customizable ways to feature add-ons, which will randomly select an add-on, and also a secondary shelf below, which will just be arbitrary content, which may be links to other parts of the site or external marketing or guides or whatever. So the front end side is still under development because Bob, who's doing that, has been on PTO for 2 weeks, so he hasn't had the chance to catch up. But I've done the back end side on Django admin already, so I'm just going to demo that quickly. So these are all the what's called discovery items, so discovery add-ons, I guess. So these are all the add-ons which the content people have selected for being worthy in some way. And the ones with a little tick next to them, or cross actually, tick next to them, these are ones which potentially will be featured on the homepage. So let's try this one here. Actually, no, I will create a new one from scratch to show you how it works. Okay, so these were stuff that QA has added, so they're all a bit all nonsense stuff. But say this one is called Squing Rabu Pini Masti. Sounds great. And somehow that's actually been recommended, so this is technically a good add-on. So the stuff I added was the ability to select an image, which will be displayed next to the add-on on the homepage. So far, we haven't actually got the images from the UX people. So it's an old team picture of the add-ons team from a couple of years ago, or a ladder. There are 2 options you have to choose at the moment. And you can also choose a gradient as well, which will be displayed behind on the div. And assuming the rest of the information has been filled in, you can fill in like a custom description and so on. You can save, and yeah, when the front end is finished, that will then appear on the front end as one of the randomly selected add-ons that will be shown. The secondary shelf is more arbitrary. So you just can just basically type a headline, which will appear on the far left. So this is great. And so is this. The description will appear below. You can define a call to action, which is like a URL to go somewhere, and a little text to say what it is you're telling people to go to. And the other 3 are modules, which appear next to those, which will, in theory, have some kind of promo content attached to them. And you can select an icon and choose a description. So I know video stuff is cool. And another icon for the next one. These icons have been predefined. And then you put the last description. Like, I'm getting bored now filling in the details, but anyway, if you know details, and assuming it's all enabled, then it will let you save it. And of course, there's validation if you don't select an icon or you leave out description. It will say you've got to choose the icon, you've got to fill out description, etc., etc. Yeah, that's about it.
I got a question. Is this tool being developed because to replace another old tool, or everything was done manually before?
It was kind of manually. The front page at the moment is just kind of, well, the shelves are there, but they are backed by collections. So it just basically shows 4 randomly selected add-ons on it, but there's no way to specify that you want. There's no way to specify additional stuff, so you can't put a picture next to it. You can't put any extra blurb next to it. And at the moment, the secondary shelf is entirely fixed. It just points to a series of guides to explain how to do various things. Actually, if you go to the dev site now, which actually I can also show you. There's actually a static version of this, which Kuma had to implement because there was a mad rush about a week ago saying we really needed this done straight away, and the dynamic version wasn't finished yet. So Kuma did a static version, but then it got pulled. So yeah, it looked like this, like you can see now on the dev home page, except the admin side will let you choose that image and choose the gradient and choose the text and so on.
All right, thanks.
That's going to look really good. And it's going to be super helpful to be able to update all that stuff on the back end.
Sure. Okay,
Thanks for making it rad. Cool.
Yeah, the thing that wasn't there, by the way, was the icons. I did some CSS to stop the radio buttons from overlaying, but yeah, a minor fix.
Good. Well, does anyone have any other things that they'd like to share today? Rob, Andreas, maybe next time. Okay.
Yes. So my question was basically just, where would you like to, or so I have some. Just based on the screenshot that you showed earlier, there might be some copy that we might want to update. What would be a good process and good place to discuss the copy?
Yeah, that is great. If you want to let me know what the copy updates are, either me or Andrew can get those in. If it's like a big change, you can talk to me, and then if worst comes to worst, you can just file a GitHub issue, and we'll just track it on GitHub. But yeah, is it a big change? Is it like a really big change, or?
No, not at all. Just on the page that you showed, which is like get your extension signed. I think so. It says once your extension is coded and tested, it needs to meet the policies and so on and so forth. And for that thing, I'm thinking maybe it might make more sense to let developers know they should code and test their add-on with our policies in mind. That makes it a lot easier for them. Otherwise, they're gonna have this finished product, and then they're gonna hit some walls because they are in conflict with our policies, and it creates an additional effort which they could save if we let them know about the policies as early as possible.
Totally. No, I totally hear that. Yes, we can update that copy, and let me double check on the develop overview. I think we tried to say something about the policies earlier on in the process, but we'll double check to make sure that's in there.
Thank
Hello,
you.
everybody.
Hello?
Oh.
Who is that?
Hello.
Hello? Yeah. Okay, anything else? All right, awesome. Everybody have a great Thursday. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. Thank you. Bye.